Khon Kaen University, specifically the College of Local Administration, has invited 2 Stella English faculty members and 2 BA English language majors of the University of Baguio for a 2-week English exchange program. This program has been specifically designed with the objective of training Thai students to become more effective, confident, and competent speakers of English through the utilization of fun learning concepts and principles of effective oral communication.
กันขณะที่เราไปถึงตามบรรยากาศนับพลังสถิติครับนะโมตัสสะโมตัสสะเจริญโตโมตัสสะปัญญาแล้วผมบอกว่าท่านผู้ฟังคงได้รับฟัง
Khon Kaen University is a public research university recognized as one of Thailand's best. It is the first university founded in the northeast of the country, which aims to develop manpower and bodies of knowledge for solving problems in the said region. Among its faculties is the College of Local Administration, founded in 2007, with the goal of assisting in reforming Thai governance and the urgent need to reinforce the management capacity of local organizations throughout the country.
We invited the Associate Dean for Academic Research and Global Affairs of the college to sit down with us and share his insights as well as the reason why they organized this program. What were your motivations or the objectives in organizing the English camp?
Okay. It is our vision for KKU-CoLA to be a sort of a leading institution in public affairs, at least in the ASEAN region. To achieve that goal or that vision, we need to improve the English proficiency for our students, or to internationalize our faculty members, our staff members, and especially our students. So we have like planned for different kinds of activity, like to take students to go abroad in a study tour, to encourage students to do internship abroad, especially in the ASEAN countries, and to promote their English proficiency through this kind of activities like the English camp. So the English camp was designed and organized to promote the English proficiency of the undergrad students, and to promote cultural mindset among our students.
Are English camp programs common in universities in Thailand?
Yes, I have seen some graduate schools in Khon Kaen or in other school. They also have some sort of English camp program for the graduate students also, but it would be more common for let's say high school students, but still it is quite regular or normal for university or colleges to organize this kind of event.
How do you think is learning English important? Like, how is it important to the students of KKU and also for KKU-CoLA?
It is absolutely important in this time, because of the globalization in the past, the open up of career opportunities for people across the world, the need for countries around the world, especially in the western part of the world, the international labor market has been opening up quite broadly, and it is a great benefit, or it would bring great opportunities for our students if they are capable in communicating in English or using the English as their professional language other than the Thai language. So before people tend to look at the College of Local Administration, which is focusing on the locality in Thailand. But in fact, we have been trying to promote internationalization for quite a long time ago, since the establishment of our college. It is therefore also important for our students to be able to communicate in English, for them to be able to find a job opportunity or job offer in organizations around the world, not just in Thailand, not just in the public sector in Thailand, or even in Thailand. We hope that they can find a better job in the international organization or workplaces that utilize English as their communication or professional languages. Mhm.
Then how would you describe the English proficiency of Thai students in terms of speaking? Like what aspects do you think need improvement?
Every aspect needs improvement. I believe it is a not so constructive belief or norm that we have not been colonized by the Western powers. So we have no need to, or it's okay to not being good in English, or it is also a norm or a belief that English is just for the elite or the ruling class. But that I think that somehow hinders or prevents Thai students or Thai people to have the demand or the desire or the need to improve their English communication skill. So they are afraid to speak in English. They are afraid that if they use an incorrect or wrong grammar, people would laugh at them. Teacher would blame them or something like that. Let alone the writing, listening, and other skills. So they need to be able to communicate. Their vocabulary are limited. Their pronunciation is not that good. We have this Thai accent, if you will, or the Thai dialect in which the final sounds is normally omitted or just like ignored. Like you have noticed that many of the students did not pronounce an s at the end of the sentence or the word. A more major problem is that they do not want to express themselves in English because they are afraid they might be wrong. Okay.
The partnership between University of Baguio and KKU College of Local Administration started when officials and personnel from UB's linkages office visited the latter. The memorandum of understanding that resulted from the visit involves a joint development of several partnership activities such as joint research programs, conferences, academic meetings, and exchange of students, staff, and non-academic staff. With this, the KKU-CoLA English Camp 2023 was collaboratively organized. Before the English Camp, how would you describe your English speaking proficiency or abilities?
I I really think slow in English. When
Mm-hmm.
when I say in English, I will think in Thai and translating to English. It's very slow to speak or talking to another people.
I was shy to speak out loud.
I'm shy. I'm trying to speak English and I'm understand just Hobbit movie color about like that. But I cannot understand about opinion about culture because my skill English is really low. I think before I come in English camp.
Oh, what were the things that you wanted to improve?
English camp made me to improve to speaking, listening, grammar, and confidence myself. Yes.
Say the words correctly,
Mm.
like pronunciation. And I want to improve my listening.
I have a problem with the listening part. When I talk with June or another people, can listen and I understand what they say. But when I go to exam, I don't understand. Oh, what they say is very quick for me.
Are you able to use the English language in your daily life or just in the classroom?
Actually, I stay in Thai with every people in the
Oh.
college.
Only talk to my friend. International in KoLA.
Oh, it's just the class because
Mm.
because in Thailand we don't speak English. I'm use English just the class.
What about when you were in high school or elementary? Did you have English subjects?
Yeah, I have English subject. I think maybe two more time in the week in 1 week. I'm learn English,
Oh.
but it's very little bit for me.
Is add from Thai anything.
Okay, when you pay something or anything.
Despite starting to learn English at a young age, most responded with not being able to use the language on a daily basis. One is that there is no one to talk with, and two, because of their fear of making a mistake and what others might think of them.
So before the program started, I really expected that we will be having around 30 or more participants because actually the activities that we prepared um, are for 30 people or more. So I think that's my first expectation.
We were also able to talk to two international students who voluntarily participated in the program. One is a teacher from Indonesia, and the other is a former teacher from Thailand's neighboring country, Myanmar.
To start off, how often do you speak English in your daily life while you're living in Thailand?
I think almost every day because I meet my friends almost every day and I try to implement English for my daughter, but just a little for daily conversation.
What about when you were in your home country in Indonesia? Do you use English regularly?
I think not every day, but most of my time I use it because I was teacher and I had to teach English to my students, but maybe it's often happen when I'm in here.
So, what made you decide to join the English camp?
Actually, that English camp is mainly intended to improve the local undergraduate students, but very few of them were attending that class. And Mr. Ding, let us join this camp. And we were also interested to join this club. It is not compulsory for us. It is just as a supplementary.
When Professor Bichawa told us about this program, I was very excited because I like learning, especially English, especially English because I would like to improve my English, especially for my speaking. And after joining the program, I think I improved much. Yes.
Was there a difference in their way of teaching English here in Thailand and comparing it to Indonesia?
I think there is no much differences between my class in here and my class in my home country, but it will be good for listening directly from the native, because it realize or not, it will influence our pronunciation too.
How would you compare their teaching methods to the teaching methods used by the Filipino representatives?
I think every teacher has their unique strategies for teaching, but it's like, oh, it's the new experience for me for teaching English. Actually, we are learning, but it's not like learning. It's just like games or just meeting friends, playing together and learning together. But it's improved my English much. Yes, actually, as a teacher, I want to learn much about the methods about teaching English, because it will be good to implement this to others, to especially to my students. I just wonder how it's relate from one game to other games, and I don't know. It's very difficult to organize that, but you did it.
And in Myanmar, I have only learned this English from just learning grammar methods and reading, writing, also writing, without listening and the speaking. But the camp you have led, this English camp you have led was a special camp. That's why I enjoy most.
The 8 days of classroom lessons incorporate speaking activities and team building games to encourage the participants to utilize the English language confidently.
For the student proud and loud. Singer. Oh, okay. Let's give a round of applause. Usually I didn't use English in like my life days, so you have a table? Yes. Now I go to dentist. Then how could we meet?
From all the teaching methods that you employed, Bo, what do you think are the most effective ones?
Okay, for me, surprisingly, it was when we asked the students to make a tableau that would represent a particular social issue that they experienced there in Thailand or in their respective countries, right? Because we didn't expect that the output would turn out to be as good as what happened or what transpired during the activity itself. Okay, so what we did was we asked them to form a tableau. Okay, so syempre, of course, we asked them to, we taught them what tableau is all about first, and then we ask them to do something, okay? To connect the dots, parang ganun. You do something related to what the first person did, okay? And then they would connect until they come up with the tableau. And then after that, out of the blue, we decided to let them create a script on that. Okay, so representing social issues in their society. So it was an effective tool for me because everyone was comfortable in discussing social issues. Okay, not knowing that they are already using the language, the English language, effectively.
What we're just showing you guys, this is the culture of us living in Thailand. So whenever we are, so we have to respect the culture of the difference.
About the government is the positive is the maybe cruise transport, minibus or something.
After 8 days of classroom activities, the students were invited to attend a 3-day English camp at the Wishing Tree Resort near the university. The camp was also handled by the 4 University of Baguio facilitators, along with the help of KKU-CoLA's faculty members. The event was composed of fun-filled activities such as the Amazing Race that helped strengthen the spirit of friendliness and community among the students.
The activities in the Amazing Race, it's not only about speaking English, how to communicate with your team members, but also trying to create this comfortability with other people, creating friendship. So it's like a team building at some point wherein they try to work together, to cooperate, to do something. There is a task for each person so that they can reach their destination and for them not to be left behind. So in the Amazing Race, we also try to create like when they are already in the immigration so that they would know how to respond to the questions of the immigration officer. So it's like a simulation of what would happen in the future if they go abroad. So it's also a preparation for them, and at the same time while they are strengthening the friendship that they already have, because they will be together in that college for how many years?
Go for it! We can do it! Yay!
That treasure, and once you completed the 2, you go look for the starting line to
Papers per
Her name is
KKU. You are from China?
No, from Thailand.
Do you think that building friendships with the other students were somehow able to help you gain confidence in speaking English?
I think most of activities were about friendship, how about teamwork, about how to work together, and that helped me especially very much because improvement for myself in confidence. I think I can like influence other to make them confident too. So it's like we learn together, we grow together from this activity, from this program.
To close the 3-day camp, each student was given the chance to talk about themselves as well as their sentiments towards the event.
You know what? When I'm young, really young and student, I don't have confidence and I don't have energy and power. I don't have anything for self-esteem. So when I fell down, I'm wrong, I feel so bad, right? Like this, bad. It's just, you know. But now I'm learning about energy. I'm learning about confidence and louder to speak, you know, because this can teach me. And it's now in the future, if I fell down or I wrong something like that, I fell down like this. Yeah, it fell down, but my life just beautiful.
Before the camp, I wasn't good at listening English because I don't talk to foreigners too much at the KKU. But afterwards, I got a lot of things. I got a lot of lessons today to this camp. I learned a lot of things. I really love to meet another person, living with another person too, another people too.
In this camp, nobody care what the mistake when I say in English. My mistake with the grammar or pronounce it. Everyone come to this camp because we want to learn English together and we're ready to support each other and go together. And
I want to say thank you everyone. Thank you teacher, thank you Mr. Roger, thank you P. Aline, thank you P. Atina, and thank you Madam Seniors. Yes, and I want to say thank you my friend Menu, Luke, and everyone. I love you. Thank you.
The English camp, according to the facilitators, has witnessed a remarkable improvement among its participants.
Remarkable in the sense that they have built more confidence in speaking the English language as compared to prior to the English camp. They themselves said that because of the English camp, their confidence have immensely improved. They were able to express themselves more using the English language already. Unlike in the past wherein they had no opportunities at all to speak the language.
In reminiscing the events that transpired in the camp, the participants recall some of their memorable experiences and how these could help them in the future.
When I joined to English camp, I feel like I improved to English. I confident to speak English. And I think I don't scare when I speak English to you and anyone.
I was proud to myself that I speak in front of the everybody with no paper on my hand, or I don't have to see anything to speak.
Time Mr. Roger speak, mouth Mr. Roger very open, openness, like that. I'm focused on mouth, and I think yes, I can do like Mr. Roger when I speak English.
Like from what you experienced there, you not looking at the paper, talking freely with other people. How do you think this will be helpful to you in the future?
It will be super useful for me to speak freely without paper, because in the future I have to be the leader or somehow. So if you want everybody to respect you or listen to you, you have to speak freely with your heart and no papers.
I know so many new person, new people. I got a new friend, and it's very improved my English skill when I want to speak in English with other people. It's very encouraged me for to speak.
The 2-week camp created a place for students to express themselves in English without judgment and allowed them to have fun while doing so. Of course, while the program can be considered as a success, there is always room for improvement.
For suggestion, I think because of it was brief program, I think you can make like continuous lessons that we can access from online maybe, or actually it's good already. It was good already. So many activities, but I think it will be better if you guys give us more materials from online. It's okay from online, so we can access every time about that. It's about video or it's about up to you. Just we can it's like we have something to watch if we have spare time.
Some quiz to have a brainstorming, not only based on our experience. You should put some other things that we haven't know, like is the words like I have been pronouncing the wrongly, like simultaneously. The new thing,
or try to improve their writing skill as well. I mean, it's just like to tweet in English or to post something in English, something like that.
Everything is so fast for me. I think is have to arrange the time maybe longer for each activities. It should be a longer time to let the other thing about it. when it rush, we have no focus and we kind of depressed somehow. But it's okay. But I need more time.
Apart from these, the UB professors have also mentioned following spontaneity in planning the activities.
So I think fixing a study plan okay, would not be a very appropriate method or means of preparing, right? Because with that, you are just confining the activities that you're gonna employ or conduct with what's stated there. We have to be more flexible in a sense that some of these may be scrapped when you're there already in the particular situation, and you may add other activities which are not even intended for ESL per se. We employed mass communication techniques also there, right? And it turned out to be something which the students enjoyed as much as we enjoyed watching them.
Do you have any message for any English learners out there, especially for our Thai English learners?
For the Thai English learners, I would say that you have more opportunities to improve your English speaking, listening skills through social media, listening to the music, watching movies without the Thai subtitle, and try your best to understand the conversation or the dialogue, or even watch news report from the international news channels like the CNN, BBC. Those help a lot. You have access to English learning channels on YouTube. Like the BBC have a very great program for non-native speakers. So I encourage the Thai learners to adopt those kind of activities or programs and learn in their spare time to improve their English. And I would encourage them to improve more and to have a positive attitude towards English, because it is the language of the world, and if you are proficient in English, your job opportunity will be much more wider than.
Just go. Don't be afraid about the mistake because language language needs practice, not only about theory. So speak up. Just speak up and learn more and more.
Don't be afraid of speak, whether it is wrong. Just speak.
If you learn English, you will communicate other people will. Yes.
I think don't affect English camp, because you can talk with anyone. You can talk with teacher. You can talk with international student. You cannot talk with anyone. I know first time you come to English camp, you are afraid and scared. You don't have confidence to talk with anyone, but you just open your heart to talk to people. Yes.
Language is not too scary. You can learn it by yourself or somehow, but language is important and it's really fun.
You just to be brave to speak. You're not afraid at all. It's not wrong, not right, and don't worry about the accent. You just say, you just You just speak and for other people understand what you say. Yes.
What was the most memorable experience or memory for you during the English camp?
Well, at first I noticed that the students were very eager to talk, but you could also feel the frustration because they find it hard to express themselves fluently in English.
Oh, yeah. And by the end, like throughout the process, I think they were able to actually achieve that confidence, which is amazing. They weren't scared to express themselves. I think it really helped that they were learning as a team. So the 3-day camp where they had team building activities, I think that really helped build that kind of trust and friendship among them. So they were able to help each other, not only through the games, through the activities, but in terms of learning English, speaking English.
I also noticed that even outside the classroom, like when they're hanging out together or when they meet the international students, they converse with them in English, and I think that was a good sign because most of them mentioned that they did not really interact with the international students because they had to speak English with them. So
the learning is continuous now.
Yeah.
So they can now speak English with them because they know each other.
For you personally, what was your unforgettable experience there?
One of the most memorable experience for me is interacting with the students because I was able to get to know them like as friends. So it was really nice to be able to learn about their hobbies, what they like, the major, or why did they study in KKU-CoLA. Unfortunately, I think that we weren't able to spend that much time with them within the 2 weeks.
Yeah, I actually agree with you because only when we were in Wishing Tree did I realize that it's such a shame that we weren't able to spend much time with them during the 8-day camp, and only then were we able to like really converse with them non-professionally. Like for example, for me, I just realized when we were lining up to get food, and I was with one Thai student, Manao, and with Isti, the Indonesian student. We were conversing, like just free talking.
After the English camp, some of them we met. That was really nice. It was a brief meeting outside of the camp,
And also even while we were eating, some of the Indonesian students called me to their seat. So I went and sat with them, and there were also other Thai students on that table, and we were all conversing in English while also sharing cultural
tradition.
Yeah, cultural traditions, language.
And their politics as well. I was able to converse with Miss Lily from Myanmar, and I tried to ask about the things that are happening in their country at that period.
So overall, I think it was a really good experience, and somehow we feel honored that we were able to experience that first English program provided by the University of Baguio and the University of Khon Kaen. Although the KKU-CoLA English Camp 2023 only lasted for 2 weeks, It can be said that it has become a significant memory for those involved, further encouraging them to pursue their interest in the language. English language learning can be a space for building friendship and beautiful memories that simultaneously helps improve one's English proficiency given a welcoming environment.
Good evening. Welcome to English Cup. Hindi tunog su wishing tree. Charot.
Ma'am, sir, thank you for allowing us to interview.
We didn't allow you. We did not allow you. You forced us to be
We had no
here. We have no choice.
Start.
Hindi pa ba tayo nag-start?
Parang kanina pa tayo nag-start.
Okay.
Yes.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, and we are